Hi, my name is Chris Loizou. I am the creator of the Cursed Empire game world, and I'm really excited today to be presenting to you the Heroes of Thargos card game, which is set in the same game world as Cursed Empire. And Cursed Empire draws from a really rich lore based on the tabletop RPG. This is the core book from the original RPG role-playing game, 500-page book, and also there's 2,000 pages in print. So there's a massive setting to draw upon, and the card game obviously benefits from that and draws from the lore of the setting itself. There are 4 main card types in the game. You have, of course, the character cards, the heroes, so to say. And here's an example here of a She-Darken, so a pretty evil character there. You have the 3 base stats in the game. I'll just flip this over to this side. 3 base stats in the game. In red you have might, in green you have mind, and blue you have mysticism. And you basically stack these cards with lasting cards, so the blue cards, which then buff the character. So you then stack those and total up the stats when you're playing the game. Lasting cards in blue are minions, allies, special objects, special powers that then buff the main character card. There's a flip side to the character card, an injured state, which has reduced stats as well. And you form a party, basically. You choose 4 characters to play the game, then go out on adventures to gain renown, and they are aiming to win mission cards or fulfill missions. In this case, you have Burn Enemy City, and basically you actually gain victory points towards winning the game, but also you trigger a certain action upon winning the card. And you have the 4th category of cards in green, so they're really the active cards you play that have an immediate game effect or can have a slightly lasting effect sometimes. The character party is laid out in 4 tracks in the base game, the head-to-head game, but there are other game modes as well as part of the Kickstarter. But the head-to-head game, you have 4 tracks, and I'm just showing you an example here of this is just the foldable, this prototype here, the Foldable Battle Map, which lays out the cards nicely in the 4 tracks. Have your battle deck, your discard pile, but also equally as part of the Kickstarter, we have the large neoprene battle mat, which is a really nice way of laying out your card game on the table. You can see that well. So you can lay out all the cards there on your game table. And saying before that the game draws from a really rich background. We have masses of cities that are actually mapped out already as part of the RPG, and some of the stories in the game, some of the adventures, some of the missions take place in these cities. So doing away with the track system, you can then play what we call story mode, where the mission cards are laid out on a map or on the table in a certain order, and you play them as you would a scenario, like a role-playing scenario. You go through the different missions to win them. So that's a lot of fun. And of course we have solo play as well, for solo players to have a lot of fun with the game as well. Now, why back the Kickstarter? At this stage, we're pretty advanced in terms of the artwork and the game mechanics and playability. It's been extensively play-tested. But there is some scope to get involved in giving us feedback on some of the box artwork and so on. That's still one of the smaller boxes, and there's a prototype. There's a bigger box variant as well. And also in terms of the card layout, the frames, the card layout themselves, where there's still scope there to make some modifications potentially. And the rules, the clarity of the rules, the layout. Obviously download the PDF and have a look at that. But there's scope to get involved. You can also, as part of the pledges, you can get involved in designing your own character card from scratch, working with us and with the artists. So a lot of fun doing that, and also doing a lasting card as well. So an object or a minion or an ally, your own design, and a bunch of other stuff. So really coming back the campaign, we'd love to get you involved, and you can have a lot of impact on the end product, on the end game. Thank you. Thanks a lot.